Hi, it's Rex Hammer with CEP TV.
Oh my God, Rex! It's Rex Hammer! Oh my God, it's Rex Hammer! It's Rex Hammer!
This happens all the time. Happens all the time. It's Rex Hammer with CEP TV. It's Tuesday, December the 4th, and we're at 1440 Broadway in Regina. Today, the staff of the SFL, who are members of CUPE, have sponsored a Solidarity Luncheon, and so we've got lots of members and lots of supporters out here having pizza and drinks, and it's been a good time here, and we're going to be doing some interviews. So just watch the following and you'll have better knowledge of what's been happening. Hi, who are you?
I'm Ron Monk. I'm president of the Retirees Association, Local 481 Retirees.
Okay, and what did you used to do before you retired?
Before I retired, I was a AAA and worked here from 1978 to 1994. I've been retired now for just about 14 years.
Wow. And what brings you out today?
To support the people that I used to work with, and also we've been really good with the retirees. The retirees have been coming out quite regular since the strike has started. We've had a couple of rallies on Fridays, and some of them come out even during the week. So, we had a couple of them helping pamphlet the office buildings until one got pneumonia and the other one broke a rib. So they're on the layup list. So. But we're still, we want to support these people because they're attacking our pension as well. Even though we're retired, you think your pension is locked in and that you're safe, that's not so. SGEU has taken steps to take away the indexing on our pensions, which we had ever since day one. And even when the thing was in a deficit before, our pension, we still got our indexing. Now they're saying because it's in a deficit, they can't pay the indexing, which is, as far as I'm concerned, is a crock, and we're supporting these people in their fight for better working conditions and better wages.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your support, Ron.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. I'm speaking with
Chris Banting, Retail Wholesale and Department Store Union.
And what brings you out here today?
Well, we have a long history of supporting workers on picket lines, and so we're out here in support of the members from Local 481 in the hope that they'll get their dispute resolved as quick as possible.
How do you see this affecting other unions and labor movement as a whole?
Well, those questions are hard to determine. The bottom line is we're dealing with an employer that's a trade union, and we have principles that we all believe in the labor movement, and so the bottom line here is we got to get back to the table, get this thing settled, and get this dispute resolved. And so it affects us all in the sense that it's going on, and it shouldn't be.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your support. Okay. I'm speaking with
Gary Schoenfeld, president of CEP Local 911 in Regina.
And what brings you out today?
Well, I'm just a little bit tired of hearing about a union that locks out another union. I don't think that's much of a way to behave yourself in the labor movement these days.
And how do you think this might affect other unions and labor movement as a whole?
I think it's going to give all the labor movement in Saskatchewan a black eye, particularly with this government. And I think it's going to give SGEU a little bit of blowback too, because when Wall comes around and starts to kick their asses, they're going to be looking for the rest of us to stand up for them. And where the hell are we going to be? We'll be the same place they are. Stand there watching them.
Great. Well, thanks very much for your support. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Who are you?
I'm Brent Berry from Regina Native Youth.
Okay, and what do you think of SGEU locking out its employees?
Well, I'm not very impressed with it because everybody knows that's how most people handle community services. If we're in a strike action, we usually get locked out. Take, for example, Citizens All. Earlier this year, when they went strike mode and they were locked out by their employer.
I see, thank you. And how do you think this will affect other unions and the labor movement as a whole?
Well, with the present government that we have in, we all know what their political stand is on the labor union, and so I can't see it being a very good thing, but I'm not a sightseer. Can't see into the future.
Thank you very much for your time, sir. And who are you?
My name is Loretta Gerlach, and I'm an Employment Relations Officer at the Saskatchewan Union of Nurses, which makes me a proud member of CUPE 3761.
Excellent. And what do you think of SGEU locking out its employees?
I find it a little bit embarrassing as a longtime trade unionist and an ex-SGEU member. I can't imagine why we would demonstrate such poor behavior, especially at such a critical time with a change in government, for what is absolutely ridiculous demands on SGEU's part.
Okay. How will this affect other unions and the labor movement as a whole, in your opinion?
Oh, I think this is absolutely terrible for everyone. It really is an example of an injury to one is an injury to all, because it sends a message to groups like the Saskatchewan Party that it's acceptable to be able to treat workers like crap and oppress them into taking concessions. If it's okay for SGEU, such a big public sector union, to do to their own employees, then wouldn't it be okay for any employer to do to any union? So I think it's going to have a tremendous trickle effect on all of us, and possibly SGEU in their next round of bargaining too.
I see. Thank you very much for your time. You have a good day, and thank you for supporting the CEP 481 members.
My pleasure.
Okay, who are you?
I'm a CEP Local 481 member, and I am a communications officer with SGEU.
Okay, and what exactly does your job entail?
I develop campaigns on behalf of the members. I promote the issues that are important to SGEU.
Very, very good. And what would you be doing for the members of SGEU right now if you weren't locked out?
I think I'd be working with SGEU members to be developing campaigns to ensure that our public services and our public sector workers are not going to be attacked by the new government.
Okay, just bear with me for a minute. I gotta fix this.
You bet.
This darn thing, it's just bugging me. Okay, sorry. What have people been saying about the lockout of the SGEU employees?
I think people are saying that it's a really anti-worker, anti-union tactic to lock out your employees, that it doesn't bode well for the future of the labor movement in Saskatchewan, and that it's sort of writing Brad Wall's agenda, because this gives employers a green light to do this kind of thing to other workers in the province.
Very good. I agree with you 100%. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck with the struggle.
Thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for their support in the luncheon, and for Rex Hammer for doing the other set of interviews, and I just want to thank the CUPE members, CUPE staff from the SFL for providing the luncheon and bringing out some more people to support us. And I'm done now. This is Ivana Contract reporting live from the CEP 481 Solidarity Luncheon.